Hundreds of years ago, the Lao people of the Solomon Islands built around 80 artificial islands in a lagoon, placing bits of coral and rock into the water, piece by piece. It took them centuries. Throughout history, humans have sought to create dry land within lakes, rivers and oceans, which they could then populate. But the 21st century has brought a new ambition, and perhaps a touch of hubris, to this endeavor. We are living in an age of islands. A traditional house on an artificial island in Lao Lagoon in the Solomon Islands. A ship in the Persian Gulf pumping tons of sediment into the sea, gradually growing an island. Dubai's map like the world was intended for the super wealthy, but many of the islands remain sand, while others are for retail, hotels and apartments. The man-made Pearl Island in Qatar spans nearly 4 million square meters and cost billions to build. Swan Island in Paris was created in the early 1800s to protect the city's bridges. Built in the early 20th century, property on the 6 Venetian islands of Miami was sold while they were still underwater. The Venetian project was meant to be much bigger, but then a hurricane, property bubble, and the Great Depression happened. The Palm, in Dubai, required 120 million cubic meters of sand to build. Balboa Island in California was built on a mudflat, and for years residents struggled with poor infrastructure. Now it's one of the most expensive real estate markets in the US, populated by 3,000 people. While oil rigs might not seem to qualify as islands, many emerge from the seafloor, sitting on columns taller than skyscrapers. From the dry land of a Scottish village, an oil rig can seem like an alien structure. But there are few structures more alien-like than the Red Sands Fort in the Thames Estuary, UK, built for anti-aircraft guns in World War II. The future of islands? Subi Reef is one clue, part of a huge Chinese island-making project in the South China Sea. As well as accruing geopolitical power, artificial islands are also helping China access oil, like this one called Qingdong 5.